Hello, my name is Sonia Ahmed, and on this video I'm going to try my best to explain a little bit of the book Unify. I'm going to show you the way, just like I learned. Yeah, you must be saying, what is she talking about, showing me the way? I mean, yeah, everybody thinks they know what is life about it, just like I did. But and then I got lost. I really did not know where to start or how to handle many situations, and I became depressed. I did not know what to do with my own life. I even doubt God for a moment. But and then I realized that through writing this book, that life is your living your daily options in reality. Like everything starts with a single thought, thinking one way or the other. Like a thought that make you feel great, or a thought that make you feel awful. A thought that make you feel in hell, or a thought that make you feel in heaven. Yeah, that's how that is described in the Bible. Now, my question to you is, do you really need to die in order to be in hell or in heaven? I, that's what I thought at first. I thought, when I was reading those books and before, people used to explain to me, I thought that we needed to die in order to be in heaven or in hell. But in reality, is now that I am understanding a little bit more, and I am reading more in through writing the book Unify, I realized that no. For this book, I had to read the Bible, Quran, and Torah. And on this video, I'm going to explain a little bit on what's in the Bible. In Matthew 19:14, Jesus said, "Let the children come to me, and do not stop them." And he says that the kingdom of heaven is where the children belongs, right? But then in Matthew 18:3, he says again, "Truly I tell you, unless you don't change and become like little children, you will never enter in the kingdom of God, kingdom of heaven." What is he saying is that, like many people were saying, oh, the children go to heaven when they die because they don't commit any sin and this and that. No, what Jesus is explaining right now is that the children are in heaven right now, alive, okay? And we can be there as long as we can be like children. What we need to do is see the children how they act in reality. They are not resentful. They are living life at the max. They are living at the moment. They are happy. They are dreaming. They are following the dreams, and they are not scared of anything. They are like dreamers, and they go and get their dreams, and they don't stop dreaming. That's how we need to learn to live like children. Now I ask you a question. What really life is for you? I learned that life is what you make out of it, after all. Yeah. And that goes by moment to moment. Jesus said in the Bible, "I am the way." Yeah, he's the way right now. He's showing us the way. "I am the truth." Yeah, he's not lying to us because he's showing us what is life about it. And "I am the life." Yeah, he's showing us the way right now. So for that, we need to understand who is I am, because he says I am all that. Okay? But who is I am? For years and years, we have been thinking, we have been frustrated, figuring out how to live the life, or how to handle every situation in life the best possible way and be successful and be happy. But what we forget is that life is every moment in our life that we live, and every moment counts. And we have been trying to figure it out by reading, by finding out in different ways. Even like science has been trying to make the formula how to give us maybe the way of being more healthy, the way of sleeping more, the way of to do things better, to have more energy. And in reality, in that way, what we are been doing all this time is trying to find out ourselves in the outside, and that is not the right way, because and then we don't know who we are, and if we really have all the power within us that we really have. Who am I, and where is I am? Well, I realized that I am is God within us, in everything, in every single thing that we see. God is in everything. And at first I thought God is in the religion. If it's in the religion, in what religion? And how can God make one religion and not the other, or tell the truth to one and not the other? And we have been just burning our brain like that. But and then I see the light when I was writing this book. Now you must be saying, what is she talking about? Yeah, I have to see it in the descriptions, because otherwise I will not believe it. Yeah, read your Bible, see it for yourself. And in John 14:6, Jesus answered, I am the way. He is the way. He's showing us the way. I am the truth. He's not lying. He's telling us the truth. And I am the life. And no one comes to my Father but through me. Yeah, what he's saying, he's taking us to the Father right now with the truth of what is life. And if he was I am on that sentence when he says, and then he would not say, no one comes to me if it's not through my Father. Now, in Exodus 3:14 is when God says for the first time his name. In his name, he said it to Moses, I am who I am. And he said it very clear that that will be his name for generations and generations to come, forever. That will be his name. And why did God choose his name of I am? Because I am, it says it in the Bible as well. It says I am was the closest name that he can get to us. And then when I was a little girl, I was taught that the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. But and then I was feeling excluded. I feel like I was not part of it. I feel like I was kind of like the spectator, and they was so special, but I was nothing. I feel so like out of place, last. But I learned through meditation and through writing this book that God is our creator, is our source, is our provider. And he is the Spirit, the one we feel within us. And the body is what we see, our flesh, the one we think is all, and the one we take care of. But we forgot to take care of ourselves within. Like living like that is kind of like living our life half empty, like being in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, thirsty and hungry, last for years. Yes, this is how we have been. I'm going to explain to you in a different way. For an instance, I am so hungry and I am so thirsty right now that I am going to go to the market. I'm going to grab a basket and I am going to get my fruits, my vegetables, my meat, my water. But and then I don't get to eat or to drink. It's something like the story is cut short. Yeah, that's how I have been feeling. But it's like a puzzle in a way, where the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. But and then where are we? What part of that puzzle we form? There we are. We are one. Yeah, that's how I understand that now. We are one. Spirit of God, living multiple lives. And go ahead again, I'm going to explain to you how, if you don't believe me, believe Jesus. In John 14:19, Jesus said, for the people that are thinking that Jesus is going to come back, he said it himself. I'm not saying this, I'm just repeating. He said, the world will not see me any longer, will not see me anymore, okay? But you will see me. How are we going to see him? Not because he's going to come like people are thinking. We are going to see him because we live, he lives, okay? And on that day we will realize, we are realizing right now, that he is in the Father, okay? He says, I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. In reality, what Jesus is explaining right here, right now, is he's talking about being unified. Like we are one Spirit of God living multiple lives. That's how it is. Because we're thinking we separate ourselves, and when we separate ourselves, we're separating ourselves from God and from each other. And you go, that is crazy, that is questionable. Yeah, go ahead, ask all you want, but and then take the time and go and find out for yourself, and then you will see the light, just like I did. Because for years and years, science has been saying that we are coming from the monkeys, and then you know how we are now, but in reality is that God created the animals by pairs, and then he created Adam. And from and that it says in the book and Quran, Bible, and Torah. But and then when Adam was created, and then was Eve, and then so 1/1 is 1/Eve, and then they went multiplying, and then they went expanding. So in reality now we are only the total of the multiplication and the expansion of it. So if you see this graphic, you will see that 1/1, and then 2/2, and then 3/3, and then 4/4, and that is when you are close to the other, okay? But if you go far away, you can see, you go a little bit more far away, you can see like 1/5, and then 5/1, and if you are like one in China and the other one in Brazil, you can see A/1 and 1/A. If you can see these numbers, they are just a reflection of each other. But and then it's something like, I don't care how rich you are or how poor you are, the other is only your reflection. It's really your mirror. And now, knowing that, you will start seeing everything in a different way. Knowing that God is I am, and I am is in everything and in everyone, and I am is God, is energy in everything. Because we cannot see him, but we can feel him. And it's illogical, but it's the truth. You will start seeing everything in a different way. You will start seeing the word impossible with N. So that means you will start seeing impossible as I am possible. For more information in regards to this book, see the book Unify is in 2 versions, in Spanish and in English. It's now available in Amazon. I appreciate the time that you're giving me right now in this moment. I really want your opinion, your feedback. The book looks a little bit like the book looks like this, because there is another books that are Unify, but unify with something else. But this one is just the word Unify. Unify, we are one. And I really thank you for everything. Visit us in our website. It's www.unifythebook.com. Thank you.